everyone is interested in what's happening in the receiver world. We have updates, and these updates are presented by the companies that are listed here. Next slide, please.
Yeah, I will switch to the other.
Yeah, just a second. Yeah, Guido is helping out. So these are the logos of all the companies that are going to contribute today. I'm very grateful for their contributions, especially they have created videos. Some of them have got slides and they are going to talk on the slides. So without much ado, I would like to start this presentation. First of all, I would like to start with India again, because it's the major market for us. The next slide, please, Guido. Which shows basically the development of the receivers in the cars in India. Now, there are more than 4.5 million cars with line-fit receivers in India since 2015. On the right-hand side, you see a graph which shows 4.2 million cars, but this is when the statistics actually started in earnest from 2017 to 2021. So in 5 years, you see a growth of 28.2% with car receivers in India. What is interesting in India is that the car manufacturers do not charge extra for the consumers for such a receiver in the cars. And the companies that you see below, Mahindra, Suzuki, Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai, MG, Toyota, and lately Mercedes, they all have these receivers in their cars, and more brands are joining. So, next slide, please, Guido. Yeah, the graph here shows actually the growth of the receivers in the cars in India, which is very, very promising, and it continues to do so. And let's go now, and I will switch off my video because it's not so important, to the ingredients of the receivers in the cars. And we have invited the biggest chipset and module manufacturers in the world, NXP and Skyworks, to give a short presentation on their products related to the receivers in the cars. So, first of all, I would like to ask Jan Bremer, Senior Product Marketing Manager in NXP, to give his presentation. Jan, please.
Yeah, thank you, for the introduction. As you might be aware of, that NXP, as NXP, we have a complete portfolio for automotive qualified DRM receivers for the AM and FM band. So I would like to start with this overview here. So we have our Saturn-based platforms, for example, the Atomic 2 tuners together with the Saturn doing the digital decoding. This is a really low cost and low footprint radio tuner platform for basic analog and providing basic analog and digital audio interfaces. More targeting mid-end automotive platforms would be to use our Hero tuners together with the Saturn. And then if you target more high-end platforms, the DRM, AM and FM band, you could choose the Tirana 3 chipset. Please, next slide. What I would like to introduce here is that we still do a lot of development in the complete field of DRM, and we also have our current flagship processors. This is the Mercury family, the SIF 4000, which is a software-defined radio one-chip solution for global radio markets. And there we also have a DRM and AM band release available. And for DRM and FM band, we have an early access release available. So what is special about the Mercury is it has a full wideband tuners covering the full AM FM band. And it has 4 tuners integrated, supporting phase diversity for analog and MRC for digital radio. So it's a global software-defined radio solution which is ready for over-the-air updates. It has advanced audio capabilities, so we are working with many partners, so also audio algorithms can run on Mercury. And what we are working on currently is a solution, a software solution, which is called EVAM Lite. That's a cost-effective software solution to actually do noise reduction in electric vehicles, which is working in the AM band, and we are currently looking also into the option that it could also help for DRM. And then we have another variant of the Mercury, which is a special variant for single antenna platforms, which is called the single Mercury. It has the same feature set as the full Mercury, but only 2 integrated tuners, so it's optimized for single antennas. And there it's the same is valid as for the Mercury, so the DRM and AM band is production ready, and DRM and FM band, we have an early access release available. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you very much, Jan. This was very useful because you basically, in NXP, you are working for both the DRM in AM and also for the DRM in FM to be released later, the latest one. And yes, I think that if you have any questions, the audience, please contact NXP, contact Jan if you need more details. Let's move now on to another key manufacturer in chipsets in the world, and Skyworks, and we have invited Andy Lambrecht as Senior Product Line Manager to present us a very short video, but which is very, very compact and with a lot of information. So Andy, please, let's see the video. Guido?
My name is Tarak Shah. I'm currently a product manager at Skyworks, responsible for managing automotive radio tuner and coprocessor product lines. Recently, we launched DRM for AM coprocessor, the SI4694, and today I'm going to provide a brief overview. The SI4694 is a low-power, high-performance digital radio coprocessor which enables DRM for AM radio reception. This device is designed to work with Skyworks' family of single and dual tuners. This is a single channel device and it provides on-chip demodulation and audio decoding capabilities. This device also supports full range of data services. The SI4694 is highly integrated and it's available in a smaller footprint, requiring less PCB board area and few number of external components. This device is pin package and software compatible with other digital radio coprocessors, thus enabling customers to design a single platform to support global digital radio standards. We're currently sampling this product. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this presentation. It was very short, but I think it was very clear exactly what Skyworks wished to do. And these basically NXP and Skyworks give us the ingredients for the receiver manufacturers to actually produce the radios that we want to see in the shops and elsewhere. So let's move now to Gospel in China, who have produced several products regarding DRM, who are quite well known already in many other countries. So we have invited Gospel to create a video which has been created very well and which is being presented by Bai Shun Huang. In short, we call him Colon, who is the marketing director in Gospel, and we would like to see this video now. Thank you very much. Guido?
Hello everyone, it's me again, Colin Huang from Gospel. I'm very happy to be here again to show you our Gospel DRM receiver. In the first product page is our GR216, and there are 3 other portable series products, as well as our monitoring receiver 301. They have been on the market for some time, and they have been used in various occasions of testing and shown to many users. I believe that most of the people here are no longer unfamiliar with these models, so we will not make more repetitive introductions here. If you haven't come into contact with our products before, you can also go to YouTube to search for our product introduction we made for IBC 2020, which was given by our RD General Manager Haochun Liu. This time, we mainly want to demonstrate our newest pocket-type portable radio, the GR220P. In order to better show you this new product, we have made a short radio here. Please have a look.
First of all, what we can see is the packaging of this product. What we can intuitively feel is the difference between it and our previous DRM products. This difference is a bit like the Hulk and the Hobbit. After taking out the receiver, we can see that our new receiver is very close to the size of the palm of our ordinary people. One-handed operation is possible for most people. And it fits easily into our pockets. Now let's take a look at this new product in its entirety. The left side of the receiver is the volume plus and minus buttons. The top of the receiver is the micro USB charging port, which is also the port for future software upgrades. One headphone jack to support your listening anywhere. A 54 centimeters with antenna is equipped in this model. Look at the front of the receiver. The upper part is a 2.2-inch display screen, and the lower half is a 2-inch speaker. There are 8 function buttons arranged in the middle part, although its size is much smaller than our former models. But the corresponding functions are not reduced at all. We even managed to fit the exact same radio components as models like the GR224, 226, 228BP in such a small size. How about its performance? Special thanks to our good friend Mr. Francisco Braccini in Brazil. He succeeds in receiving the international shortwave radio broadcast from different countries with our receiver.
You're listening to KTWR, broadcasting from the beautiful island of Guam.
There are more interesting testing made by Francisco. If you are interested, you can go to YouTube to search for more of his radio. The above are the DRM receiver products that we would like to introduce. If you have any questions or are more interested in knowing about our products, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this video gospel. Mr. Liu and Colon are online, so if you have any questions at the end of these presentations, please do so. Let's move on to India now, to Intot, to Mr. Rajit Nair, the CEO of Intot, who has prepared a very nice video for us, and I hope you like it.
The need of the hour is to help the DRM receiver market grow, as we have great developments with respect to broadcasting. Two major hurdles with respect to growth of DRM receiver market are cost and quality. Intot solution for DRM receivers is software defined, and using the same will result in tremendous benefit for the manufacturers due to less BOM cost. Such a solution is ideal for a cost-sensitive and high-volume market like India. Also, Intot solution provides excellent RF and timing performance. Another merit of Intot solution is that it is market proven and is being used by major manufacturers. Intot solution supports not only automotive but also smartphones and consumer radios.
देखो बच्चों आज मिले हम धूप जैसे मित्र शब्द हमारे अंक
Buenos días.
Is conducting a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. If this had been an actual emergency, you would have been instructed where to tune in your area for news and official information. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
Thank you very much, Intot, for this update. It's very interesting. And as you can see, we crisscross the world in terms of receivers from America to China to Europe and India and again to Europe. So I would like to introduce Johannes von Weissenhoff, the CEO of Starwave, to give us his presentation on his solutions. But these are slides now, not a video. Johannes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rado, and thank you everyone for your attention. So, what can be DRM without Starwaves? And yeah, we've already heard it. It seems 2022 is the year for DRM receivers finally to kick off. Now, we had, of course, as I think many others, some issues in the past 2 years. By the pandemic, we were hit a little bit and thrown back in our development, but right now we are really looking forward. Please, next slide. What you can see is that the production is going to start this year. We have already everything in place, and we've already built our stores in Amazon, Alibaba, and Trade India. And this is where you will be able to pre-order receivers. from May, the orders can be placed, and we expect delivery in September this year for IBC. That's our planned delivery date for the first batch, and then more units will come then by the end of the year and also next year. We will start on our website. You will see which model we will start with, and then we will take it from there. So very, very exciting news, I believe. Also, the prices will be very, very reasonable. We will definitely be below the $50 mark with our entry receiver. So next slide, please. Yeah, this is what we already told at I think IBC, but for those people who have not yet seen this, so our receivers have a very, very powerful CPU. They're also able with Wi-Fi. So we've heard earlier about the e-learning solution. So the solution is also provided by us. It has an integrated hotspot, so that, for example, in the e-learning, the students can connect with their mobile phones to this as an integrated hotspot. Also, in the India trial, in the FM band, we also demonstrated that our receivers can basically pick up not only switch between the different DRM signals if they are next to each other, like they were if you have 6 DRM signals that are adjacent or broadcast from one transmitter, the receiver can select each of those transmissions. But also if there is a simulcast FM, analog and digital, then the receiver can seamlessly blending between the analog FM and the digital signal. So this also has been demonstrated, and yeah, so this is what all our receivers are capable of, DRM in all the bands, AM and FM bands, and always the latest technology. Okay, next slide. The news regarding our app, I think it's we can safely say it's one of the most common commercial applications at the moment, with already some 100 downloads that we have seen on our stores. It's the most, of course, were from the Google Play Store, but also from Amazon Store. There were a few downloads. Now the news is that this app is now also available on the Huawei App Gallery, and therefore is available to our customers. They don't have access to Google Play Store or Amazon. I believe as of today, it is not open yet on the for the Chinese market, because there's one more permission under work. But I think in the next few days you will also find it. It's already on the link that you can see, but from China you will also be able to download it in the next few days, and then everyone can use this very, very nice solution. It works with a lot of dongles. If you only want to do FM band, or if you have a good external antenna for the AM band, you can use a dongle that is less than $10. The RTL dongle. Otherwise, you can also use other, as you can see here, SDR Play receivers like the AirSpy 5 Plus, for example. It's a very good receiver for this, and of course, it supports DRM in all the bands. It does journal line and so on. Emergency warning, all the features that you know from DRM are also available on this app. So it's a must-have, and it's less than $5. Okay, next slide, please. Here again, you've got all the links for downloading the app, also the link to our website, and as usual, I'm happy to talk to you guys. Please stay in touch with us, investors, dealers, funders, NGOs. We are ready for corporations, and we can look at a lot of opportunities. Thank you very much for your attention.
Johannes, thank you so much for your nice presentation. I think everything was very clear. And please stay in touch with Johannes. The email address and his phone number is there. So if you have any questions, please address him directly. Now, let's stay in Germany and go to Fraunhofer. Now, may I introduce Alexander Zink, Chief Business Development Manager. Oh, oops, I made a mistake. I said introduce. I don't think I have to introduce Alex. Alex is so well known in the DRM world, he doesn't need introduction. So hands up, who doesn't know Alex? Alex, the floor is yours.
Now you see me all flashing. Thanks for the introduction. We go to the next page? Yeah. So basically, for those who don't know, Fraunhofer is a not-for-profit research organization in Europe. We have been supporting and helping with the development of DRM and all its applications and tools over the many years. Today, we are basically supplying to the industry as a backbone provider, both on the transmission side and on the receiver side. So on the receiver side, basically all, if or at least most of the implementations use components provided by Fraunhofer audio decoders, data decoders, sometimes even baseband demodulation, and so on. Specifically for receiver, in the context of receivers, Fraunhofer also provides the DRM content server, the head-end encoder solution technology in a version for receiver development and testing, which has an enhanced functionality compared with the standard broadcast version to make sure that we get close to 100% of test coverage on the receiver side during the development of those receivers. Next one. Looking at those components that I just mentioned, the building blocks for receivers and chipsets and modules. Today we are providing the baseband demodulation as a ready-to-use and actually in-operation solution, which of course is continuously fine-tuned and optimized, but it's already in the market and readily available, including for all the bands and all the frequency ranges with multi-antenna paths and MRC support readily available. The same applies to the audio decoder modules with all the functionalities that DRM can offer, data decoders, including journal line decoders, and even whole service layer decoder modules if required by a manufacturer. So whatever the specific manufacturer requires, we can make available. Keep in mind, Fraunhofer is not in the consumer business. So if you ask us, you need for your home one specific radio, unfortunately, that is nothing we can provide, as much as we would love to support you. Okay, next one. One example of such a technology that is made available and now also commercialized in the market by manufacturers is the DRM multimedia player, the radio app for various platforms. It's technically available for Windows, Linux, macOS can be made available, Android and others. That is the complete DRM functionality covered in an easy-to-use software, including user interface, highly customizable. The complete feature set, emergency warning functionality, journal line, all the audio tools are supported. And optionally, that software can also directly integrate the baseband demodulation. So depending on whether you want to use it as a complete radio software or merely as a service layer decoding, both is possible, both for the integration in professional monitoring receivers, like for example RF Mondial, but also in consumer devices, as you've seen with Starwaves. Next one. That's it from my side. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much. As clear as ever. Now, let's still be in Germany and have a look also at South Korea, because we are inviting William Kim with his video. He's director in RF2 Digital, which is a Korean company, but has a base also in Germany, to give us his perception and solution, not perception, his solutions for DRM receivers.
This is William from RF2 Digital. Today, I would like to show the seamless linking demo between DRM and MAP. The seamless linking feature is one of the important and mandatory features in automotive. First of all, let me introduce our company RF Digital. RF Digital is located in South Korea and in Germany and provides SDR-based all standard tuner solution and audio solutions. As our technology is mature, we are currently working on mass production project, and vehicle with our technology will be released to the market this year. Now, I will briefly explain the demo scenario. We assume that the DRM station provides alternative frequency information. In this case, when we listen to certain DRM services, the receiver can get the information of the alternative frequency. After getting the alternative frequency information, in order to actually check whether there is alternative FM broadcast or not, the receiver tunes the alternative frequency FM broadcast of the current service by using the second tuner. Then the receiver measures the audio's delay and level between DRM's audio and FM's audio, and synchronize both audio based on DRM sound. When an audio error occurs in DRM due to an underpass or a shadow area in a moving situation, the receiver can provide the synchronized FM sound by changing the audio path to FM. In this case, the listener can listen to the continuous sound without any audio drop. Once the DRM signal comes stable again, the receiver changes the audio path to DRM, providing excellent DRM sound back to the listener. The following video shows the seamless linking demo between DRM and FM in the lab environment. The DRM signal is generated from Transformer's content server.
As you can see, there are three FM stations and one DRM station. In this DRM station, there are 3 services, and also this station provides alternative frequency information. I just started the application, so then I will tune the DRM frequency. The audio comes very quickly. And also there are text messages from the station, from this service. As you can see, FM link ready. This means this receiver already received alternate frequency from the station and also measure the FM's audio delay and audio level and so on. And also, if there is audio error occurs in DRM, the audio path changes to FM immediately. So, user will listen to audio continuously without any drop. So, for example, DRM signal, now the audio comes from FM, but the audio comes continuously without any drop because FM and DRM audio are synchronized. And the DRM signal comes back. Now the audio comes from DRM. Also, we can see this behavior in the engineering menu. So this blue bar, no, green bar means the current audio source. Here, when I use the DRM power, now has the current path is from FM. And also the DRM signal comes back. And now the signal, the audio comes from DRM. Now I will turn another service. Here there are 3 services. In engineering menu, we can see there is 2 blue bars. This means the audio is measuring to compare the delay and also level and so on. After measuring, the FM link is ready for this service. I will use the DRM power check.
It's your boy Julian from the Untitled.
If I select another service, say
Ein ursprünglich angedachtes Recht auf 24 Tage Homeoffice pro Jahr ist nicht mehr geplant. Die Zeit, es wird 17:48 Uhr. Zum ersten Mal seit 10 Monaten steigt in Deutschland die Kurzarbeit wieder. Das
after measuring of this data, this receiver already has the database. Because of it, the second measuring is done very quickly.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you to William for this very interesting demonstration of the linking of DRM to FM and vice versa in case of disturbances in the audio. This was very, very clearly explained. And here you have the addresses where you can reach William for further questions. Now, let's move on, and we have left just for the end something which I would call the cherry on the cake, because it's something completely new and very exciting, coming from CML Microsystems and Cambridge Consultant in the UK, so we have moved countries now, which is a very interesting solution, very cost-effective solution to a receiver, to receivers, to DRM receivers. So I will ask Guido to play the video, which was created very nicely by Matthew and Tim.
Hello, my name is Matthew Phillips, and I'm the head of marketing for CML Microcircuits. CML is a fabless semiconductor company, and we specialize in ICs and modules for professional communications.
And I'm Tim Whitaker. I work for Cambridge Consultants. We're a broad-based independent design and development services company covering most of the world, about 900 people currently. Together, we would like to present today the DRM 1000. Matthew.
Thanks, Tim. The DRM 1000 is a very easy to use and low cost module designed to implement a DRM capable receiver. The device will run for approximately 30 hours on just 3 AA cells, and that's even driving the speaker. So that makes it suitable for use with radios which are recharged solar in power or even hand wound generated. The module covers all of the bands used by DRM, so LF, MF, HF, VHF, and supports not just all the modes of DRM from A to D, but also the legacy AM and FM broadcasting system. And the module works standalone, so with just some push buttons and a small display, you can implement a portable radio receiver that's ready to go. And it's aimed at any market where DRM will offer a broadcasting service. Initially in India, Pakistan, Asia, Africa, and South America, but in fact is useful anywhere in the world. Now, to support the module and to enable manufacturers to develop products quickly and easily, we also have a development system for the module, and you can see that in the photograph here. And that development system has a user interface based on push buttons, a small low-cost display, comes equipped with antennas for medium wave, short wave, and VHF, and implements a complete radio on that board. So no need to connect anything else. Literally a antenna to speaker solution. And the only active components really, which are not included in the module, are the display and some power supply components to allow for battery operation. The module itself can also be controlled by an external controller if you want to make a radio which has a bigger display or a more complex set of features.
So DRM 1000, just to repeat, is a complete radio. The module includes all RF and AF, all the way from the antenna input to a loudspeaker output. As Matthew said already, we can either support a button matrix with a small display, typically OLED or LCD, or we can be driven by an external host over a UART interface. DRM 1000 runs from a 3.1 volt supply, so we can use various battery options. And the cost of the module includes not only all the software, but also the essential IPR licenses, which include AAC. So the crucial thing is there that a manufacturer doesn't have to go and conclude legal agreements. That's all built into the module. And finally, we have two audio options, either analog line and speaker level out, or I2S digital for a higher spec radio. And our current project status, we have completed evaluation of the CMX 918 tuner from CML and are about to second spin that chip. And at the same time, the module design and the demo board are moving into volume production. We have passed most of the relevant tests, both of the DRM Consortium and ETSI for all types of receivers, and the balance of testing, along with detailed integration, is currently in progress. And the idea is that everything will come together for expected volume production third quarter this year. We're now going to show you a couple of videos. The first one will show live HF reception of a currently broadcasting station, and then we'll show you a bench demo using a test set of VHF, because of course there isn't anything actually live at the moment. So enjoy, and